Founded in 2001, WebRageous has always been focused on delivering results, and we want to share with you some of our best results. Let's take a look at the results from a client that started business in November of 2013. And you can see just under 350 conversions at a hair under $30 per conversion. Now, let's fast forward to July of 2014, and you can see conversions have gone through the roof, and the cost per conversion has plummeted. WebRageous has particular strength in lead generation and in helping law firms succeed. Let's take a look at a personal injury campaign and see the improvements we were able to deliver between July of 2013 and the summer of 2014. So here in the middle of 2013, you can see the cost per conversion, $880, which for most clients outside of legal is extremely high. So let's fast forward to January of 2014. The cost per conversion has dropped to below $600. And then in July of 2014, it's come down to below $160. Now let's back up for a second, and we're going to focus on the breakdown of traffic in this example between computers, mobile devices, and tablets. I use the phrase computers and desktops interchangeably. The mobile explosion, as we like to call it, is really critical to get right, and many advertisers are having a lot of trouble getting this right. Fortunately, we have a great solution that's paying huge dividends for our clients. Let's take a look back for the same client during the summer of 2013. You can see most of the traffic was coming from desktop searches. The problem is the number of desktop searches are declining rapidly, and so competitors are increasing their bids. Consequently, cost per conversion is quickly rising. This is a losing deal for advertisers, and it's only going to get worse. Now, take a look at how mobile devices here spent $1,529 with no conversions, and that's very scary. Part of the reason is, at that time, the site wasn't optimized for mobile. Let's fast forward to January. Now you can see that mobile devices are spending almost as much as desktops in January, and the cost per conversion is fabulous. The cost per conversion for computers is going through the roof. The cost per conversion is going to continue to increase for many advertisers on computers because the number of desktop searches will be declining, and advertisers are going to continue to increase their bids to try to recover lost volume and combat rising competition. Now let's fast forward to the summer of 2014. You can see most of the traffic we've switched to mobile, and look how the cost per conversion has plummeted. And we've been able to shift budgets from desktop to mobile because the cost per conversion for mobile is often much less. The strategies for getting mobile to work really aren't that hard, but a lot of them are counterintuitive. The transition from desktop to mobile is really one large and expensive game of musical chairs. For desktop searches, there are approximately 11 ads, and on most screens, they're above the fold. But let's take a look at mobile. Here, there are 2 ads above the fold. There may be 2 or 3 ads at the bottom of a mobile search, but since those are below the fold, they might as well be on the second page. You're either number 1 or number 2, or you don't exist. So getting this mobile transition right is critical. And the question is, do you want to be one of those 9 losers as you go from 11 spots to 2, or one of those 2 winners? WebRageous can help keep you on top. A lot of potential clients call us and they complain that they've been moving backwards the last few years. Their cost per conversion has been going up, their number of conversions has been going down. Let's take a look at the results we've been able to deliver for a client that we've had for about 10 years now. Here are the results from October of 2006, and you can see the cost per conversion was $50 and there were 34 conversions. You can see that a year later, the number of conversions had doubled and the cost per conversion had plummeted by about 66%. Now, let's fast forward to the summer of 2014, and you can see the number of conversions has increased dramatically to almost 730, and the cost per conversion has continued to drop to just a hair under $8. Besides great results, another benefit of working with WebRageous is in most cases there's no long-term contract, and sometimes there are no setup fees. WebRageous has been managing PPC campaigns for over 10 years, and if you've done AdWords for quite a while, you'll notice the old format here. And take a look at these results from the fall of 2007. 188 conversions with the National Laser Institute. Now let's move to a year later, the fall of 2008. The conversions have gone through the roof, up to 729 conversions during the same time period 1 year later. Now, this is also one of the worst times to try and grow a business in the heat of the Great Recession, but we pulled it off at a time when many of the National Laser Institute's competitors went out of business. One thing we're very proud of is our fabulous rating with the Better Business Bureau. We also encourage you to take a look at the testimonials tab so you can see what our current clients have to say about us. If you're spending at least $5,000 a month or more, we encourage you to talk to us to see if we can help you. If we can't help you, we will be very honest and upfront and let you know that we might not be the right fit for you. Now, let's take a look at the results for one of our clients, and you can see they had 431 conversions at a cost per conversion of $22, and this is right before they started working with us. Now, move ahead to January of 2014, and you can see conversions increased more than fourfold. The cost per conversion did increase slightly, but in light of the dramatic increase in conversions, they are still very happy. Right before this client came to work with us, their last marketing company told them that they couldn't increase leads anymore. They were also having massive problems with click fraud. As you can see, the results have gone through the roof, and the click fraud is gone. And that's an area that we're very strong in. If you have any click fraud issues, we're very good at getting to the bottom of it. We are, of course, highlighting our best results in this video, so some clients won't experience results quite this good. We can also help with SEO. There's an SEO tab in the navigation at the top. And for this same client, you can see that natural search results are going through the roof, and they're very happy with the results we've been able to deliver for them in this area as well. Here are the results for another law firm. We are very strong and legal, and we've helped a number of law firms become very successful. We can help with just about any practice area, but our forte is business to consumer, personal injury, and family law. And one area that's really exciting that we love is pharmaceutical and medical device liability. There are a lot of nuances to getting that right and knowing exactly how to manage a pharmaceutical liability campaign, and we're pros at it. This client became one of the lead plaintiffs on a very important pharmaceutical class action, and you can see the overall spending is close to $1 million for this client for all time, and they've done very well. For a lot of clients, these costs per conversion seem very high. In legal, you deal with cost per conversions for some campaigns that are high, especially pharmaceutical liability. And we've had other campaigns in pharmaceutical that are much lower than this, $50 to $100 per conversion, and in some industries, apart from legal, cost per conversion of $5 and $10 are not uncommon. So it really depends on the industry. Here are some results for a client that has spent over $3 million all time on Google AdWords, most of that in the past 2 years. They tried having someone full-time in-house, but they were much more comfortable working with us, and we produced better results. Conventional wisdom is to have someone in-house when you're spending north of about $200,000 a month, but this client preferred to work with us, and we can spot trends because we work with several large advertisers that someone sitting in a silo in your office with no exposure to other clients can't. Because we work with so many different accounts in different industries, we can spot new trends more quickly, and someone in-house just doesn't have that exposure. Now we'd like to share with you another success story for an e-commerce client. Let's take a look in April 2012, before this client was working with us, and they had just over 50 conversions at an average cost per conversion of $239. Now, fast forward to July of 2014, and the cost per conversion has plummeted to an average of $86, and the number of conversions has increased by more than 50% to 87. And these are just some of the campaigns that we manage for this client. We've converted their ads into 14 languages, and we target over 28 different countries with 10,000 individual products in each country. So it's a very complicated account. For this client, we offered them a risk-free trial, and they were very impressed with the results. They've been with us ever since. So give us a call today or fill out our contact form. We'd love to connect with you and see if we can help take your results to the next level.